morning cup of coffee is something most of us can't live without. But have you ever thought about where it comes from and how it's grown? The folks here at Finca Rosa Blanca sure have. They take sustainable coffee farming pretty seriously. So I noticed that it was the Finca Rosa Blanca coffee plantation and inn. Where's the plantation?
Okay, well, we own several coffee plantations around the hotel. In order to conserve property around here, rather than have it turned into urbanizations, we decided that it would be wonderful if we could buy some of these properties and keep them. But who's going to pay the bill? So we decided that if we're going to do this, we really have to do it in the same vein with the same concept that we do everything else here.
I've heard the term agro-ecotourism. It's like agricultural ecotourism. So your guests can actually take a tour of the coffee plantation. You know, they drink coffee in the morning to actually see where it's coming from. Super innovative.
Yes, and we really like that our guests can actually get involved with knowing the area, knowing the culture, seeing the coffee, picking the coffee if they wanted in that season. And it was all part of one great symbiosis between tourism, agriculture, conservation, and supportive culture.
So incredible, a hotel that grows its own organic coffee. And Leo here is the organic coffee expert and tour guide. What's gonna happen here?
Well, basically, we have here our guests, Walter and Jennifer, who go through every aspect as per what is organic, as per what we do over here to obtain high quality coffee. The first thing we notice in an organic field, whether it's coffee or any other type of product, is that we grow following the contour of the terrain, so as to both, of course, maximize the use of the land, but also to minimize, to lessen the impact of erosion as much as possible. When we have slopes, for instance, we grow then foliage plants that will help us hold on to the soils and as a consequence to the minerals and the nutrients. You see walls or barriers of it in very grass. And basically we grow these so that during the rainy season, as waters rush down the slope, we'll be able to hold on to the soils and the minerals and nutrients in those soils. These are erythrinas, legume-type trees. And basically they produce a lot of foliage that will help us shade coffee. Shading then will allow us to lower the temperature so that we'll have a prolonged ripening process of the fruit in the plant, greater enhancement of natural sugars then.
So basically, with these other plants and trees, you're creating naturally the perfect environment where the conventional plantation will use chemicals and you know, bad things, and this is just, you're just doing it with nature. Wow, it looks like we got some really good time. We got picking fully in effect.
This is a patch that has lots of ripe berries. And that is essentially what we need to do, pick just the ripe fruit. So it's selectively picked by hand.
Someone's hand picked it and put it into a basket. It's that, you know, you really think about that when you're drinking your coffee. What a magical process. So I'm here with Juan Ramirez. He's the foreman, and obviously this is a very important time of the year. ¿Y cuánto tiempo tienes aquí trabajando?
4 años.
Yeah, so he's been working here for 4 years. His father and his father's father and his father's father's father have been involved in growing coffee their whole lives. It's like coffee's running in their blood.
Me gusta mucho porque estamos cuidando el ambiente, la fauna, la flora.
He really likes working here because they, you know, it's not just about the coffee, but they protect the flora and the fauna, and all the people that work here are also given a really good education about how things are done here so that they could bring that information back to their families, and it could really just infiltrate everywhere, organic.
Also, they can see the working of the farm as an agriculture entity. They see our machinery. They see the final product.
Go ahead and just try it.
It's so incredible. Like, you know, we think just, oh, we go to our supermarket and they sell this bags of brown powder, but to really see the journey that coffee goes on from the plant to now our cups. Cheers. That's good. So how do you take your cup of joe? After today's journey, sustainably, I hope. I'm Stephen Brooks for Save My Planet. See you next time.